Good morning. Recording this morning from the Great Outdoors. This is one of the benefits of having mobile yoga practice, a mobile yoga program accessible to you, that you can take your practice anywhere. No excuses is what I like to say. So this morning we're going to do a brief flow class, and you're free in this flow, since it's recorded, to go ahead and pause if you need to take additional breaths in your practice, to pause the video if you need to slow down the movement or activity and restart, because I may go faster since I'm instructing than you would in your actual practice. So again, no excuses. Make this yoga practice your own. So for this morning, we're going to start out with a little, I call it a game, yoga game, warm up. You're going to come to seated at your mat any way that feels good to you. As you come to seated, have a few breaths. Settle in to the practice. Again, we're going to be moving and engaging our muscles, especially those on the outside of the glutes, hips, quads area. So begin to breathe more deeply, just a few rounds, pushing those inhales all the way past the lungs, through the inner organ, down into those hips. This deep breath, again, is what you will need when you pause the video if you find your heart rate is too elevated or you need to take those pauses. Make sure you find those deep, intentional, controlled breaths. Very nice. So as you're ready, we're going to bring those hands to just the outside of the hips. Feet are flat on the mat, knees pointed up high toward the sky. Adjust those hands as you need, so you can inhale, come into a reverse tabletop. Pause at the top, really press those hips up high toward the sky. And then we're going to take right leg up and over. As you exhale, shoot the hips through. Inhale, lift back up. So now right knee, right foot is lifted. You're going to take that left hand, point the fingertips toward the back of your mat, and flip your reverse tabletop. As you do, you might come up off the top of your mat, but you can lift the right heel if you would like and find a belly down vinyasa. Exhale to your down dog. From your down dog, you're going to look forward toward the back of your mat, jump through to seated, and repeat the other side. Now we'll be flipping left. Inhale, find your reverse tabletop. Take that left foot, cross it over the right thigh. Exhale, shoot the hips through. Inhale, lift. Left foot is lifted, so right fingertips point toward the top of your mat. Flip over into your high plank. Again, option to keep that left foot lifted. I'm exaggerating. It might look different for you. Find your belly down vinyasa. Good. As you come into your down dog, pause in your down dog. And then, again, repeat. Jump forward. If you have it, to seated. Otherwise, you're just crossing the ankles, coming onto the knees, bringing the feet forward. So now, we flipped in one way in a circle. We'll need to even out both sides and flip the opposite direction. So one more time. Inhale, lift into that reverse tabletop. Bring that left heel, left foot up and over. Exhale, inhale, lift, flip to the back of your mat. Keeping the left heel lifted, if you would like. Belly down, vinyasa. Super awesome. Noticing inequalities. So if you do those jump throughs or cross the ankles coming to the back of your mat, even out. Make sure if you always do left, you might do right intentionally the next time. Jump forward, seated, and change your side. Inhale, lift, right foot now, over top. Exhale, shoot those hips through. Inhale, lift. Left fingertips are gonna point to the top of your mat as you slip. Maybe keeping that right foot lifted if you would like, through your belly down vinyasa. So good. And then once more, arrive for a pause either in child's pose or seated pranayama, any way that feels good to you. Take a few breaths. That was a warm-up. That was intense, especially if you're talking at the same time. So find those deep breaths once more, working your way all the way past the psoas, deep, deep, deep down into the hips. A few more breaths. You may always pause again this video and repeat if you would like that warm-up. Make sure you do 4 sets, 2 on each leg, each side, so that you're evening out your flips backwards and forwards to the front of the mat. When you are ready, come to standing. Sorry, not come to standing. Take a belly down vinyasa. We want to come into our down dog. As you make your way into your down dog, any movement that you would like. Couple breaths. In this down dog, we took a little bit of movement at the beginning of class to warm up. So on this first, come forward to the top of the mat. You're going to jump, maybe hop just lightly into your Utkatasana. Toes together, knees bent. Hands come up high overhead as you arrive, just as a transition. Bring those hands to heart center. Stay deeply bent into that right leg. For bird pose, arms can go anywhere that you'd like. And we're going to build strength into that right leg. So drop the left foot, come forward, deeply bent into that right leg. 2 more times. Drop the back left foot, come forward, deeply bent into that right leg. Last time, drop the back foot, come forward. So nice. I have a weakness on my right side, so it becomes really, really obvious where I have to build that strength. Next, drop that left foot to the back of the mat. Arms extend out. Virabhadasana, warrior 2, vinyasa here. Move with breath. Inhale, exhale. 3 times. Your pace. Check in as you seek that last time into the posture. Hands come forward to the top of the mat. Right knee into the chest. Find a cheetah push-up. Right toes Go back to meet the left. Option for belly down vinyasa or meet in down dog. Good. Next side. Hop to the top of the mat. Knees bent. Toes together. Utkatasana as you inhale, lift. Bring those hands through heart center, bird pose. Opposite side. Deep bend that left knee. Let's see if I can do those toe drops from here. Drop those right toes. Come forward into the left foot again. Deeply bent into that knee. Drop the right toes. Lift back up. Good. Drop those right toes. Lift back up. Pause. Make sure you have that balance and stability before you drop the right foot to the back of the mat. Cartwheel those hands open. Virabhadrasana Warrior 2. 3 times. Movement with breath. Inhale. Exhale. And as always, pause in the bottom. Check in. Engage properly if you lost anything through that movement. Hands come up and over. Left knee into the chest. Maybe just a cheetah curl for you. Maybe a cheetah push-up. Step left toes back to meet the right. Belly down. Vinyasa. Good. So super nice. Pause in your down dog as long as you need. Reconnect to that breath. On the next inhale, same thing. We are jumping forward. Little hop to the top of the mat. Stay deeply bent. In those knees, toes touch. Inhale up through your Utkatasana. Changing sides. Left leg is deeply bent. Right leg is also deeply bent, but the heel, you can see it in the video, is pointing up high toward the sky for a one-legged chair. Try to go deeper. Exhale, sink. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, sink. Inhale. Try to lift that right heel high. Exhale, sink. Good. Inhale, lift up before you drop the right toes to the back of your mat. Warrior 1 this time. Again, adjust your stance. If wider is better for stability, please choose that option. Arms extend out, and we're going to move that back right leg. Inhale up onto the back toes. Exhale, drop. Inhale up onto those back toes. Exhale, drop. Inhale. Hold in your Virabhadrasana. Any arms that you want, pause here. Before you exhale, hands come down. Option 4, again, cheetah curl, cheetah push-up, before you take belly down vinyasa. Always, like we practiced before in the warm-up, you can vary this based on your need for strength building. Maybe keep that leg that you move back lifted through the vinyasa. Always ways to go deeper depending on your practice level and what you need that day. Everyone is in down dog. Again, our flow starts in chair pose, Utkatasana, fierce pose. At the top of the mat, inhale, hands reach up, opposite side, stay deeply bent in that right leg. Let's see how I do with this one. Left knee is bent, left heel up high toward the ceiling. Exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, lift that left heel. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift that left heel. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift that left heel. Good. Drop it back to the back of the mat. Virabhadrasana, Warrior One. Your 3 vinyasas onto the back toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift up onto those back left toes. Exhale, sink. Take Warrior One as you pause. Before you come down into your cheetah curl, again, cheetah push-up, or belly down vinyasa. We're moving fast. So pause the video if you want to redo those 2 sets in a flow. You can absolutely take the postures that feel best to you and target the areas that you need the most. We're coming into our 3rd part of this set, into Utkatasana. So from your down dog, we're going to hop forward into Utkatasana. Inhale, hands reach up, slowing it down. Standing on the left leg this time, we're going to bring the right heel up like we practiced before. Right hand reaches to the inside of that right foot for Nadarandasana. Straighten the left leg. Use that strength. Plenty of time to come back into this posture as you need. Days are always different. I'm talking and demoing at the same time. So sometimes that's super awesome. Go ahead and find your focus. One more breath. Nice. Drop the right toes to the back of the mat. For crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana, high runner's lunge. You may hold, definitely hold if stability is an issue. You can sink right knee down and lift back up with strength. You can also straighten for your 3 breaths the front left leg. Choose what works best to you and go. Again, pause after your movement with breath. Find cheetah curl, cheetah push-up into belly down vinyasa. Pause in your down dog. Reconnect to that breath, pushing breath all the way down into those hips. Jump forward to the top of your mat into Utkatasana. Last time. Hands reach up high overhead. Moving from that one-legged chair that we did before. Deeply bent in the right leg. Left hand reaches to the inside of the left foot. We're going to straighten the right leg as we come into Nadarandasana, answer. This one, we're not moving. We're pausing and holding to develop that dynamic strength. Connecting, change in the body with the breath. Very nice. One more breath once you find the posture. Drop those left toes to the back of the mat. Crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana, 4 or 3 rounds of movement with breath. Once more, you can hold the posture static. If balance is a struggle, please do. You can straighten the right leg. On an inhale, you can drop the left knee all the way down. You can do both, one or the other. You choose what your body needs. And then as you finish, hands come down, other side of the right foot, cheetah curl, maybe cheetah push-up, right toes to the back of the mat, belly down, vinyasa. Super awesome. Pause in that down dog. All right, so from that pause, down dog, we did those 3 heavy sets with movements. Again, you can pause the video and repeat any of those that you feel is necessary given your energy level while you're practicing and your strength building goal. From that pause to down dog, you are welcome to take additional breaths. You're welcome to come into child's pose or back to that easy seated posture to make sure that you are breathing still deeply into those hips. All changes coming with breath only. So know that even though you're moving and engaging actively, trying to build that muscle strength, you will certainly lose it over time if you are not connected to that breath. A few more breaths. Modify based on your energy level as we move forward to the second half of the class. Again, there's no need to take vinyasas. Those belly down vinyasas can be just shifts from tabletop back into down dog to what you're going to need for the next few more moments. And then when you're ready, come back to your down dog. As you arrive in this down dog, we're going to jump forward to the top of the mat. And this time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Pause in that fold. On an inhale, push into those feet, rise all the way up to standing, or standing big toe fold. Last set, we worked with right side last, so we start here on the right again. Lift the left knee into the chest. You're either going to take this posture, Apanasana, or standing big toe hold. Again, with that, you can certainly pull over that left foot if you would like to vary it, and you feel the knee, you can take that left leg out to the side. Always your choice. A few more breaths. And now, no matter where you are at, either holding the shin or the big toes, on the next breath, release your grip, hold as you drop that lifted foot. 3, 2, 1. That foot is going to move to the back of the mat, short stance. Exhale, hold over that right leg for Trikonasana triangle. As you come into this triangle, notice we're getting a stretch on the outside left hip up into the ribs. Try to look toward the left fingertips or gaze down toward the right toe. On an exhale, fold over those right toes. Inhale, halfway lift as you come to the top of your mat for your forward fold. Exhale, release. So good. Making our way to the other side. Standing on that left foot. Reach the right knee up. And again, you're either taking that Apanasana, two peace fingers around those big toes, standing big toe hold, deepen the posture if you have a fold, or take that right leg out to the side. Again, always your choice. You can do this holding the shin as well if you keep that opener. Breath. And then as you're ready, bring that foot or shin bone back to center. Next breath. Keep that foot lifted, leg lifted and engaged as we drop the foot slowly. 3, 2, 1. Right foot to the back of your mat. Adjust as needed to find triangle Trikonasana on the opposite side. Opening that right hip as you turn to look either to the sky or down toward the two big fingers of the left hand. Make sure you can feel that stretch into those muscles we work on the outside of the right hip. Slowing everything down. Exhale next. Pull toward those left toes. Reach the right toes up to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold and pause. Good. On your next inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Always an option if you would like for a belly down vinyasa. You can extend the spine if you're leading that with me. Always through a sun salutation. As you come to standing at the top of the mat, left leg is going to get worked this time. Deep bend of the left knee, right leg up and over for Garudasana. This you may always take into a twist if that would feel super awesome to you. Twist, unlock energy. So if you're feeling any tension rising, maybe those twists are needed in the practice. As you come through center, unwind that right leg, same way we did last time. Revolving our Trikonasana, so short stance, triangular shape of the legs. Right hand comes down to the inside of the left foot or the outside. Feel that stretch now on the left hip as you either gaze toward the left fingertip or straight down toward the left foot. Nice. Exhale, unwind over that left foot. Inhale, right toes up to meet the left as you halfway lift. Exhale, move. Inhale, palms press, rise all the way up to switch sides. Deeply bent into that right knee. Left leg up and over. Garuda, eagle. Finding that twist if you're balanced and you have it. Slow everything down. As you're ready, on an inhale, unwind and release. That's that same 3 count. Step the left leg to the back of the mat. Triangular step. Stand to the legs once more. Twist Harita, your triangle. Exhale, turn toward those right toes. Inhale, left toes to meet the right, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. From here, you can take that belly down vinyasa if you need it for additional release of energy, or inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Pause, taking a breath, taking note. Still deep breath all the way down into those hips. Towards that belly down vinyasa, you'll need to arrive back to standing at the top of the mat. Standing on that right leg this time, left knee into the chest. Either a twist for Apanasana or standing big toe hold with a twist. Left toes extend out, right hand to the outside leg of the left foot. We're trying to look all the way back toward that left hand to the back of our mat. Perfect, good. As you come back to center, slowly, still using strength, release the left toes. 3, 2, 1. All the way to the back of the mat. Exhale, hold over that right leg for Ardha-Chandrasana. On an inhale, find that halfway lift. Left toes up to meet the right. Exhale, hold. Inhale, rise all the way up, pushing into those feet. Don't lose the connection to the earth. To switch sides. Left side, twist, standing big toe, hold with the twist. Forward twist. Good. Using that strength. Don't just drop the leg. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Right foot to the back of the mat. Let everything go. Hold. Ardha-Chandrasana over that straight left leg. On an inhale, halfway lift, right toe, step up to meet the left. Exhale, hold. And again, it's your choice for your points to take that belly down vinyasa or to pause. Rising all the way up to standing, hands up high overhead. Namaste. So good. We're taking everything closer and closer to the ground, deeper and deeper to the earth through the next couple postures. So make sure, again, that you can connect deeply to that breath. If you find the breath is compromised in any way, pause, find a tell, hold, reconnect to deep intentional breath. So from here, again, if you chose that belly down vinyasa, you'll need to arrive at the top of the mat once more. We're going to step the right knee to the back of the mat for a twist. Again, either prayer twist or Ardha-Chandrasana with a twist, depending on your level. There's no right or wrong to which posture you choose, so long as you're twisting into that spine and then you're releasing any stale energy. One more deep breath in your twist before you come down onto that right knee. Left toes extend forward to the top of your mat for half splits. Inhale, find a halfway lift as you shift forward through your low lunge shape. Right toes come up to meet the left, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. As you fold, and inhale, finds you, rise all the way up to standing, to switch sides. Left knee lunges to the back of the mat, setting up for prayer twist or Parvrita Parsvasana. Your choice, your variation from there. Twist is the important activity of this posture, and breath, making sure you can move breath throughout the body, even with the shape change of the spine. As you release, unwind, bring that left knee down to the mat for your half split. And certainly if you're very, very seasoned in practice and have full split in your practice quite easily without the warm-up, you may take that here, your choice. Inhale, find the halfway lift as you come through your low lunge. Left toes come up to meet the right. Again, have that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Option still for that belly down vinyasa, if you so choose, or pause in your standing posture, some deep, few breaths. You chose that belly down vinyasa. Again, from your down dog, you'll need to come to standing at the top of the mat. As you do, we're going to sink into those hips. Again, we're making our way closer and closer to the ground. Maybe you pop the heels up off of the ground and stay in that toe squat as you come all the way down to the ground. Good. Drop those knees. Slow, engaging that core. Very nice. Cross the ankles and come to seated. Both legs extend out for Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Connecting all those muscles that we worked in those deeply squatted postures down to the earth. So make sure sit bones are firmly grounded. You're lifting kneecaps. You can really feel the back of the thighs, the outside of the glutes and the hips glued to the earth. When you fold, then your spine is independent and long and can get more extension and depth. Inhale, rise up to find Baddha Konasana. We'll be here for 5 to 6 breaths. So once you take those feet or knees out wide, feet together, you're always welcome to take this Supta. Refine if that would feel the best to you. Make sure if you're staying seated that you're pulling those elbows in again, so you're connecting those outside of the glutes and the hips to the earth. Glue those down. Reach the spine long. After your 5 to 6 breaths, if you reclined Supta, come back up to seated. We're going to take Gomukha. So legs deeply crossed. Start whichever way feels good to you. If you're following me, right heel will go underneath toward the left glute. Left leg up and over to start. Maybe you have a twist in this posture. If so, connect and get a stretch into that shoulder by really pulling that elbow in towards center. If you want a little bit of a shoulder stretch here, maybe right hand, since right leg is on the bottom, comes up and over and you fold. You can also explore the twist from here. Take another 5 to 6 breaths. After your 5 to 6 breaths, switch sides. Whichever you did first, if you're following me, it will be left leg underneath or the right glute, right leg up and over. Five to 6 breaths. So from your 5 to 6 breaths, again, Gomukha on the left side. Maybe you've added a twist. Maybe you've taken the arm bind to get that shoulder stretch. Arms wide apart, chest open. Unwind those feet to bring them flat. Knees up toward the sky. Another last shoulder stretch. Virasana for the arms. Take one hand, starting with knee, thumb is inside fist. You're going to take the outside part of the wrist to the outside of the rib cage. Reach the right hand across, pull the tricep forward. You'll have a figure 4 shape with the arms. If you have the depth and the flexibility, you can use that left knee to hold the left arm in place. You may also take this into double Virasana, both arms pulled forward, knees helping to hold those elbows in place. Totally your choice. Breathe. 5 counts of breath on the left side, and then switch 5 counts of breath on the right. This is our flow class, and we want to end the same way we started. We're going to flow as our closing posture. Again, if you need an inversion or some other posture to round out your practice before you close, feel free to pause the video and take that. Either headstand, shoulder stand, even feet up the wall would be a suitable inversion for you. To close before we make our way to Shavasana, as a flow in this class, we're going to bring the feet forward to the top of the mat, recline onto the spine, whatever way works for you. As you come onto the spine, arms will extend out like a T. Really press those palms and shoulders to the ground. Use that core strength, that thigh strength to pull the knees into the chest. Keep those arms extended out like a T. Exhale, keep those arms pressed. Keep those shoulders down. Left legs to the left side. Inhale, use that core strength through center. Release to the right side. Again, trying to keep those shoulders down to the ground. Give you stretch into those shoulders all the way into the outside of that hip. As you come legs to one side, if you need more, you can look to the opposite direction. Come back to center. Again, repeat 5 times each side. Slow everything down. Count those breaths. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. And then when you are finished with your counting breath, find your Shavasana, final rest. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes to unwind and conclude the practice. Namaste.